Are you currently being mind controlled? That's a question I asked myself today after I had a beautiful conversation with my father, who I am currently visiting in the deep forests of northern Germany. And you see, normally we talk about psychology or philosophy or religion, or women often. But today, out of all things, we talked about ants. And he showed me this majestic ant hive in the back of his garden where we both marveled at the level of cooperation of these animals and realized we have so much to learn from creatures that clearly have a level of consciousness that we just dismiss as trivial. And he told me the story that ants have enemies, and that one of the enemies of the ants is a parasite that lives in a fungi, and that when the ant eats that particular fungi, the parasite takes over the brain of the ant and kills the ant. But before it does so, animates the ant to move to a different fungi so that the parasite can propagate. And I feel this is a great metaphor that for ourselves too, where it may be sometimes helpful to figure out if we are dancing to the drums of a drama that isn't ourselves. A couple of questions, three in precision, that I feel are helpful to ask is, am I currently ascribing an identity to myself that I didn't pick voluntarily? One of the things demagogues, persuaders, influencers do is to help you, like condition you to identify yourself with an identity that's helpful to them or that is in alignment with their particular cause. Whether this is you're a Democrat, a Marxist, a capitalist, or I don't know, this whatever form of identity that aligns with behavior that leads the demagogue to where they want to go, where you become an autonomous agent or missionary on their behalf for a mission that isn't not yours. The second thing is the reverse rule of that. Am I currently associating group guilt to a group of people that I never had any beef with to begin with? For instance, if I'm putting a lot of people into a batch and declare these as my enemies, I no longer treat people as individuals, which is an indicator that I'm actually fighting the war of somebody else that isn't me. The third thing is, do I currently engage in utopian thinking? Utopian thinking is when somebody catches people who are a little bit lost and they give you this fantasy of what the world will look like if you only do what they say and if you only join their group. This is rarely the case. And I feel rather than buying into the vision of somebody else, you should make your own. So the rule that you can learn from this is invite other philosophers to your house, but do not forget who the landlord is.